unboxing a extension cable for the Zero Breeze. It's right over here. Now this lets you charge 2 batteries and the device at the same time, but it's very confusing, so watch the full video and I explain it a little bit better. I actually found this on eBay for only $100 and some, brand new, low hundreds. Didn't have to pay for their $20 shipping that Zero Breeze wants. Hopefully it comes out good. Oh, it's brand new in the box. How nice is that? Didn't think I'd get that lucky. I think I paid $103. I think I saved about 20 bucks. Even with Zero Breeze coupons, it kind of just gets rid of the shipping. Extension dock. I'm gonna go clear through this on the full video. Has a little pass sticker there that it passed. Temperatures that it can run at. And a bunch of words to read. Nice box. It's nice that it isn't just in a plastic wrap. Yeah, like that. It came in a nice box. Oh, it's even a Ziploc bag. So the Ziploc bag is ripped. See the little zip right there? It's ripped. So you could have reused it if it wasn't ripped. And I got it off eBay, so who knows if it's been tampered with, as long as the device works. So in my full video, I'm going to go over how this works. There is some videos on it. I actually didn't understand them until I stared at the video a long time, stared at the diagrams. Then I understood it. I'm going to explain what each one of these wires does in the full video. Got one to a battery, one to a battery, your input, power input, and your main power output. Cord looks plenty long enough. Looks like it really wants to be close to the batteries though. I wish these would almost be together. It feels super light. Doesn't feel like there's much in there. There's all your specs if you're wanting them. 18 to 27 volt output. Okay, thanks for watching. It is already putting out cold air. 121 watt. Let's see if it gets to 140. It's kind of sitting there at 121. Uses less power. I can show you amps, but I really don't think this thing works on amps. There's amps. It says 1, but I wonder if that tick mark is in the wrong spot. Maybe it's supposed to be over here at 10.6 amps. I would say it was 10.6 amps. 11 amps. There, we're at 139, 141. It's going well beyond what it was doing when it was plugged into the battery. And it'll just keep climbing as it gets hotter air in it and all that. So you need 2 batteries if you want it to run forever. If not, it's just going to slowly drain, and it does automatically shut off. And there's even a car mode. You hit the plus and the minus button, I think, at the same time, and it'll shut off sooner. That way it doesn't drain these batteries all the way. If you have any questions, ask. Thanks for watching. Oh, it's really kicking on now. 160, 161. Normally runs about 170 with my testings. Thanks for watching. Okay, we've done the unboxing on this. Now I'm going to explain it a little. Other people have explained it. Some people use big words. That guy that puts it in his van, I freaking love his videos, but I was still just a bit confused. So, we have the Zero Breeze Mach 2 right here. Didn't know I had a scuff on the side. We got 1 battery. Right now we only have 1 battery, sadly. And then we got the device itself. Normally you'd be using, as I'm getting a text message, normally you'd use this and it would tether these 2 together, and being that long you don't even have to have it attached. You can put it off to the side. We're going to show it all attached because I don't know why people would really want to run it separate because it takes up more space. So we're not using this. We are going to be doing a test. I don't think the amp works on here because it always says I'm only using 1 amp, but I got this plugged in, and when this is plugged in, this is the factory charger. It blinks up here. Mine's fully charged, so it's blinking the last light. So to explain this better, you can run this directly into here, into the device itself. You can't run it into here because then the power isn't getting to here because you don't have this wire. So you have to buy this. Well, this puts out the full power that this thing needs. But when you then take this, and this goes into the inlet, power inlet right there, it's still putting in the full amount, but it's splitting it. There's 5 amps on this and 5 amps on this. These go to the battery. So this thing needs 10 amps, roughly 10 amps to run. Well, if this is charging one battery at 5 amps, it's not getting the 10 amps it needs. So you need 2 batteries. That's why it says if you have 2 batteries, it can run forever. That's because only one of these, 5 amp, 5 amp. If you have 1 battery, it's only doing 5 amp. That device is only getting 5 amps. If you do 2 batteries, it's charging 10 amps. It'll top off the batteries. But the thing is, it charges the battery, but then the battery also comes back through this, and then back to the cord. It does not go from this to this to this. It charges the batteries first. It does not provide any power to this. It goes to the batteries, and then the power from the batteries goes back through that cable, or back through 2 cables if you have 2 batteries, and runs this. So if you are only using 1 battery, it's only going to do 5 amp, but it is putting 10 amps into this, but it's going to basically double your life. If you have 2 of these, it's going to be charging at 10 amp and putting out at 10 amp. No matter what, it's putting out 10 amp, but you're only charging at 5. So it's like you're basically trickle charging it while it's dying. So you could put the 12 volt to 40, whatever volt it is, into there. We're going to go ahead and plug one into here and see if it kicks that light on the front. Yeah, the light is blinking. So right now it's charging at half of what this device needs. If I had another battery in, you just plug this in and you're good. I don't really know how you do a triple battery. I don't know if you'd even need a triple battery, but I don't think they really have that mapped out very well. So right now it is charging the battery at 130 watts. I'm gonna go ahead and push the button and look at amps. I think my amps really work on this. Yeah, it says 1 amp, even though it says it's going to be charging at 5. Now we're going to plug it into the device and see if it changes any. And it didn't move at all. Shut my light off. So right now we have no secondary battery, and right now how I have it hooked up, it's giving it plenty of power, 10 amp, but I'm only trickle charging it basically at 5 amp. So it's going to basically double the life. Or you could shut it off, it'll keep charging this, and you'll get a little bit more life out of it. To get it to where it never drains, you got to plug that one into another battery. Now let's see what it does if I turn it on. Oh, gotta hit the front button. Put it on super mode, turn the fan up all the way. Blue lights on saying it is doing air. And to prove that it's sucking off the battery and not the charge cable, this thing uses over 200 watts when fully going, or around 200. I get about 170. We're letting it power up. You guys can look at all this again. So, like I said, it is running off the battery right now. It does not have a direct line from this to there, which is, it kind of sucks, but it's to prevent it from getting fried if you're using a weird power source charging this, which I guess is alright. So it's up and going. It's winter time, so that cold air is definitely pretty cold. It's using the same amount of watts. If you can see, that's 129 watts, which means this is only charging the battery, which is what they said it was going to do. It's up and going. I'm going to shut it down just to show you guys what it'll do when I hook this straight up. So I shut that off. It's still going to be charging this battery. This is basically a pass-through. It's coming back up through. Now I would secure these on, screw them on, but I'm doing a video and trying to save some time. Okay, it's still running at 129 because it's still charging that battery. I guess it wasn't fully charged when I started this video. Okay, the fan's all the way off. I'm gonna unplug this. Show you it's still 129 because it is charging the battery. I'm gonna unplug the battery. It should drop to 0. 0. Hopefully you guys can see that. Now I'm gonna plug this directly into the unit, and I'll show you. If you plug it directly into the battery, we're getting the 129 again, which indicates it was charging the battery through this. Now when I plug it directly into the unit, we're getting 2.8 watts idling. So just this little light and maybe some of the electronics. I'm gonna go ahead and turn it on to the same setting we had it on. Now it shouldn't be 129 because it's powering the unit, not charging the battery. And we should get close to probably 140 to 170. It's not that hot in here, so it's not gonna be struggling. And I'll show you it's at 50. I hope that shows up. On the cam it just shows a glare. It's at 70. It's slowly ramping up, indicating that it's not charging a battery and that this thing does not do a pass-through. It does a charge battery first. Kind of inconvenient for some people, a dream to others. We're at 90 watt. I think this is a must-have for dual batteries because they do not have one of these with 3 on it. Because how you gonna hook up that third battery or second battery? You gotta have this. Kind of inconvenient. They couldn't make a small cable. Even this is inconvenient. They could have made it a lot shorter. We're up to 118